I just think the process should continue.
And Brian mentioned that, there's this professional development that's been led for principals, and we're going to go out and talk with principals in the next couple of weeks. Who is it? Your office and your team that's leading that PD?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you all, just so that we can get a sense before we go talk with them about sort of what the training has looked like, would you all be willing to share, you mentioned this handbook or any session material, so we'll sort of know what the training was, and then be able, when principals are speaking about it, to kind of know what that experience was like?
I think so. I just need to ask my boss, but it would make sense to kind of see it beforehand, so you'll kind of know when they have the conversation of, we talked about ROI, or we talked about the flexibility, those kind of things. Yeah, because I think our boss had a training with the principals by different tiers on last Thursday, and so we're about to send those documents out to our principals to kind of remind themselves about what's coming. We'll also probably have a network meeting with all of them together to kind of go over, what not necessarily rules have changed, but remind them about non-negotiables, remind them about return on investment documents and conversations that you'll have with your facilitator and your EDSI, or Executive Director of School and Student Improvement. Yes, that's what it stands for.
What's the acronym for that?
EDSSI.
EDSSI.
And have you heard that one yet?
No.
Okay.
Can you say that for me again?
So have you heard of lead principals or anything? Okay, so that's the same thing.
So the lead principals became
EDSI.
EDSIs. And what does that stand for now?
Executive Director of School and Student Improvement.
Okay.
I think.
That sounds right to me. Yeah, I can look it up to you.
I was going to say, let me look at one of my EDSI's email and see if it's on.
It sounds a little bit like Etsy, like they're all crafting.
I know, right? Like crafting. Yeah, it sounds like Etsy. Exactly. Executive Director of School Support and Improvement.
School Support and Improvement. Okay, great. Yeah, it would be really helpful because one of the questions that Brian said that he was really interested in knowing or understanding more about was, to what degree do principals feel equipped to make decisions, or what additional support do they need? And so one of the questions we're going to be asking them in a couple of weeks is, that exact question. So, what support do you feel like has helped you be really successful in making these decisions? What else do you need? So if we can see what they did just get sort of in this training, I think it'll help us go into those conversations and be a little bit better informed. So if your boss says yes, we would love to see them.
So her and Brian work kind of side by side, so I can't see why they wouldn't give you that information. You might even run into the times that we're doing trainings when you're meeting with the principals. You could they could just be getting out of them, and hopefully they talk well about their facilitators. Because that's hopefully that's a resource that they say that's been beneficial. So we'll see.
So last couple of questions. So Brian connected us to the school improvement team, and then the community superintendent to talk with in the district office, and then we're talking with these 12 principals over the next couple of weeks. Is there anyone else sort of internally in the district office that's not on that list that you think would be important?
So they didn't put they put the community superintendents, but they didn't put the lead principals. So that might be someone to talk to.
We talked to Chris Henson.
Well, he's budget.
To get his take on.
Okay. You talked to his. So he's big budget. So if you got community superintendent, I think it would be beneficial to talk to an EDSI to talk about how they work with principals and work with us together to kind of train principals into thinking about what's really strategic for your school. If you talk to Chris Henson, I don't know if budget. So there's a budget office that deals more with the local funds. I don't know if that'll be beneficial to talk to a person in that office, but somebody, maybe Chris Henson, may want to talk to about how they work alongside with how the budget process, because it's a change for them too, on their local side. So that would probably be beneficial. It either would have been so it was Glenda Gregory, but his name now is Barry something.